It's cassava, a simple starchy root that is consumed for energy and strength. But for one woman, cassava was more than food. It was a way for her to build a nation through education.
First of all, I would love to say that Beatrice is a mother.
When someone talks about Beatrice, I see success. I just see success.
I think I've learned so much from Beatrice, and whatever has become part of me today, I give so much credit to Beatrice because she's really done so much in grooming me and making me the kind of person I am today.
In life, they say you make your own luck. However, these people don't attribute their success to luck. They had an encounter with one woman whose passion was to offer the future generations of Northern Uganda a better life through education.
Going in for a teaching profession came about because of going through so many challenges in life. So at the time when I was still young, I was born at the time that we as Ugandans went through different wars, and my experience in those different wars spoke a lot to my life, and the worst thing, the impact it gave to our region, Northern Uganda, was great compared to other regions. That the quality education that other regions got, our region didn't get. The second challenge that I went through, and I saw many young people going through, was lack of respect of girls. Many young boys assume that girls are nothing. And I'd also seen in my community that women are not respected.
A dream that had started as a young girl became a reality for Beatrice when her father went against cultural expectations and gave her land.
I planted cassava, and I used my own labor, not that I hired people because I didn't have money to pay anybody to cultivate, to prepare the land for the cassava. So the cassava, at that point, I was so lucky that in the 7 months that I had the cassava planted, the yield was so good. And it so happened that that year there was famine. And the demand of cassava was so high that by the time I'm getting to the market to sell it, everybody crowds and finishes it within not minute. And other people would follow me up in the garden and they would buy from the garden.
Beatrice reinvested the cassava money into several other projects. As money came in, she built the school, brick by brick. In the year 2000, the school was ready and opened for the first term.
We raised a population. In 2 years, primary had gone to 800 pupils. Nursery had gone to 119. Secondary had gone to 300 and something.
I believe I was the first boarder to reside, actually to be admitted that very year. That was in 2000, for the beginning of the term. It started when we had only four students in the first few weeks of the opening of the term, and people increased to 11 in the term, and by the close of the term were 18. I remember the times when I had financial constraint in my studies. She gave me her work to do at school that would give me to continue studying.
If corn had not done a lot of destruction in Northern Uganda, we were going to stabilize. So many parents who were able took their children away to better schools in the city or neighboring districts. So we had to remain with a few, and those few we struggled with them, that sometimes in the night, when you hear that they are planning and one of the targets is integrated school, when you hear the gunshots, you have to see how to get the students and the pupils out of the school going to town, and we'd always go and sleep in Otada.
From the year 2005, 2006, we started receiving children from the bush, the former abducted children. Some of them escaped through the government sympathy, the surrenders, and they were brought back, but they were just abducted by force. Some were picked from school, others were born during captivity. They've never known what education is. That's why the performance in our school dropped. We adapted the friendly methods, and we guided them, so they came back in the education system, and they're performing now just like any other child. It is difficult for you to realize somebody was abducted, not until you are told now.
I was abducted in the year of 2000 by LRA group, and I stayed there for 4 years. That's when I escaped out, and when I escaped, I was rehabilitated by Raquel Rehabilitation Center, and from there I'd lost hope because I thought that I was not going to be in school anymore. I tried several schools, they denied for me a position, but when I came to Lira Integrated Secondary School, I was given a place to stay, and right now I'm studying Lira Apple.
Beatrice has received many awards for the countless lives she is impacting. In 2010, the UN presented her with the Empretic Woman of Business Award. Lira Integrated has overcome many obstacles to get where it is today. However, the school continues to face challenges due to the lack of proper funding and high interest rates on bank loans.
We had so many challenges. First of all, you see the textbooks the school is having. They are not related to the syllabus. They're very old. The government changed the syllabus. Things are new. Academic is very expensive. Sometimes the school budget is limited. Distance equals to speed times time. Sometimes certain things go missing. Sometimes salaries are delayed. Sometimes many things are not provided because the school is not able to provide. But for us this year, we are saying, come what may, children must get what they deserve, and not only what they deserve, they must get more than what they deserve.
Lira Integrated is not only offering education, but it is inspiring the students to dream big and reach their full potential.
Already I'm having testimonies of children coming from secondary institutions, and those who left a long time, telling me how they're excelling, and this becomes our energizer. Actually, each time they confess, we come happy, and we push more.
Ayeny Steve is a filmmaker and recording artist. He has worked for the BBC and other international media houses. His passion is to give a voice to the voiceless.
It's not about me. It's about where I came from. It's about my foundation. It's about Lira Integrated. It's about Beatrice. She made me go through some kind of grooming, and she had a brush on me. And you know, when I travel back to Lira, I meet her and she's like, remember to bring something back home. Remember to give something back to Uganda.
Have changed many lives. The first people that my life have inspired are my own students.
She's one of those people who worked hard from nowhere and gotten to somewhere. Because even when we were in school, she always told us where she began from. She began from nowhere, selling stuff around until she got to where she is today. So that alone is an inspiration. Yeah.
The kind of administrative skills that she used to have made me a better person, made me a good administrator as well, and really passing in her hands pushed me to other higher levels.
Like Beatrice, Mohammed Sued developed a desire to improve education. He is now the head teacher of a secondary school and is impacting the lives of over 1,000 students.
If you are touched by this story, one thing that I've learned in life is that one person alone can make a difference. So it's a matter of picking courage and say, I can make it or we can make it. the Cassava Dream that today has turned into reality and has supported thousands of lives. Without your support in it, without everybody being involved in it, it can't be sustained. We need support to make a difference in more millions of lives because they are there.